Tastes different. This goes out to you. Tastes different. This goes out to you. Tastes different.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to Afternoons with me. I am JoMama, and I'm here with Paul Brumbaugh, my sound engineer.
Wow, I don't even have to go switch over to my camera.
No.
I'm in the same camera shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so, but I'm like, which one do I look at? Do I look at that one? It's like, I'm off centered.
You have all three cameras focused on you, like it should be, Joe Mama.
And I can't even tell like what craziness is happening. But so we're getting ready for the show tonight at the Mint.
The comedy takeover.
The comedy takeover.
There you go. Right on.
And I guess I've been acting like hella unstressed about it, but I'm hella stressed about it.
Hella unstressed about your stress.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very stressed out about it. But not because I'm worried about it going bad, but just ensuring that everything goes good. This is the good amount of stress to make sure that we have our shit together, so that way we can just enjoy it when it begins. At that point, we've done
all the hard work.
Yeah, we got our
Now
comedians
it's just time
together.
to enjoy.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I think it's just great to even have everybody together at the karaoke lounge.
It will be like a kind of a conference meeting between comics.
Yeah, at the karaoke lounge.
The HR meeting. So you looking forward to it? Good. You should.
right.
You've put a lot of hard work into what you're doing over there.
Dude, sometimes I forget because like I said, acupuncture. All right.
Acupuncture. Okay.
This is what happened. Since I am 3 weeks into acupuncture treatment, that's 3 treatments into acupuncture.
Right.
My doctor has also agreed that he should lay off because I'm gonna have my
He
next.
should stop poking you.
Yeah, well, so I'm gonna have my full month of. I'm gonna have one more week of acupuncture, but then he said from that point on, we're just gonna go once a month, because he's also concerned that my state of relaxedness.
You're too relaxed?
Yes, I am.
No, stop it quick.
I am.
I am.
Even my voice sounds different. Like I noticed singing my karaoke songs, politer. I'm hella politer. Yes.
So you don't have the same
Growl.
the same growl.
Yeah.
Does it take
Russian.
away from your musicality and cadence? In other words, are you able to still
No.
get in the groove?
No, but it confuses me too, because I'm so sorry.
Oh, look at that! You're like monitoring our own show.
No. What I'm trying to do is I need to share this on my page.
You should.
Yeah. See, then
should, absolutely.
that's why I'm going to there and then there, and I'm multitasking. But okay. I think I mentioned this last time. Like,
Oh, there's a thing, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
on our little thing over here. If you were actually running this board yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you push a button over here and it goes right to your socials and it posts this show.
wait. Okay, so
So like right now, I could go to this and I think I can just hit this. And now it's just going to your socials. You can create a post going right to it, and you can go back in and edit it. We just posted it to your.
Perfect. Thank
but
you.
but of course that's my page.
Oh yeah. Okay. So.
But if it was logged into yours,
What had happened was, okay. So this is what we're gonna do.
That's
I'm just
kinda
gonna
funny,
do
though.
the old-fashioned way.
okay.
I'm just gonna go into my page and then go.
You got an old. Okay. So
There
let
you
me,
go. Yeah.
while you're doing that, let me do what we do. Which you just handed me a flyer and I put it over there. Wasn't that nice?
That was wonderful. I have another flyer.
I need it right here because I need to be able to say, hey, by the way,
This, and that. Yes.
yeah.
I can help you with that.
Because
sir.
I know you remember the address and everything because you work there.
There you go.
Thank you very much. So check it out. Tonight at 7:00, doors open at 6. It's 1942 Market Street. It's the Mint Karaoke Lounge. Get ready for comedy takeover at the Mint Karaoke Lounge. Starring host Ashley Tomajan, headliner Howard Stone, and a whole bunch of us comedians, including JoMama here, Manny Cabrera, Robin Brennan, Trish Pandya, Sean Nichols, and myself, Paul Brumbaugh.
Yay!
Tickets at the door. What we mean by tickets at the door is we will take your feet and shake you upside down until all the change comes out. That's how we get the money. Don't worry, we take digital currency too. That's right, cryptocurrency. We take your Venmo,
Bitcoin.
Cash App. We will not take your firstborn child.
Unless you're, no, I'm just kidding. No,
Unless you're Hemsworth.
oh my goodness. No, I'm not even going to make any, because, okay, so I'm going to go back to this whole acupuncture thing
yeah.
because for real, I've been super relaxed. Super relaxed. Like I feel like I've been hypnotized into relaxation. That fight or flight mode that I've been in for a long time.
Right.
I don't know how to feel about not having it anymore. Or not even having it anymore, but not being in it like not by choice. It's
Constant state of chaos.
Dude, my body was like holding me hostage.
Right.
Because it was just ready to respond. But now that the acupuncturist put the needles in the right places, he released whatever tension was locked up. And I sincerely told him the second time, I was like, I need some of that back.
Right.
Because I feel so and then at the KJ booth, they're like, you sound too soft. And I'm like, oh my God.
Because you're used to being high energy and
I guess so.
your volume even up. Even though you're a soft-spoken person, when you get excited, you get loud.
I know. I start yelling at people. I start yelling
You
at
start
people.
getting the gravel. There's the gravel.
It's because I feel like I'm losing my voice too. So, oh boy.
Was that because you had kind of what would you call it? Allergies?
Well, a combination of so many things: allergies, smoking weed,
An allergy to smoking weed. A lot of things. It was really a combination of a lot of things.
Dude, I've met people who said they're allergic to weed. I was like, that's so sad. It's kind of like being allergic to seafood.
Oh, I am. No, lately I have.
You've been
It
allergic
sucks
to
because
weed?
yeah, because then it depends on the strain.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
if I get a good sack, a decent strain. By the way, I need to go down even more. I just realized my volume's up pretty high.
Okay, so go down more.
So just a little bit more. Thank you there, because I am loud. I am loud. So, yeah, I have a sensitivity to smoking anything. Well, you're not supposed to smoke anything. Your body's not made to smoke.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yes.
So
yes.
it's like drinking alcohol. When you drink alcohol, the reaction you're having to alcohol is actually an allergic reaction.
Your body's rejecting it.
Your body is trying to fight off whatever it's trying to do to your body to keep it natural. So same thing with pot. But so with that said, usually smoking certain pot is just fine for me. Like we were just talking about sativa versus indica.
Yeah.
Indoor versus outdoor, rag versus tasty buds. So there's all those variables. But with me, I know that I can smoke a little bit of pot now. And for the next 5 or 10 minutes, I'm all congested.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, if this was to go to sleep, now I can't even breathe right until I get all this phlegmy stuff out of me. Or
So would you
I have
actually
that little bit of the catch in my cough that you're like, oh, that's a little residual nastiness.
Would you actually take some citrazine to counter your, or not citrazine, Zyrtec, Allegra?
Oh, like
yeah, to
that's
counter
interesting.
your.
I don't know if that would
It
help.
might, because I mean, if you're allergic to the weed, it's something in the flower.
Right. And I know that I can change strains and it will help.
Or you could just take allergy medicine and not be allergic to any of it.
That would be great. That would be great if you could take Zyrtec or
Allegra.
yeah, or something like that.
I honestly never
Allegra
know if
for
it's working.
cannabis.
Is it Allegra?
Yeah,
Uh,
sure. It's whatever you want it to be. It could be basil seed if you wanted it to be.
It's basil seed, by the way. This drink that I'm drinking is
She's gonna get really personal here.
wonderful. It helps with your digestive system.
With your thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for keeping it Disney rated here at Edge Studios. We try to keep it all Disney rated.
It's because I said poop earlier, huh?
What would be the name of your studios if you had studios?
Oh,
With
dude.
all your different friends and their content, what would be the name of it?
My life is content in studios. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think that far. I haven't made it so far out of fight or flight to even look that far in the future yet. Because like in fight or flight is like, I'm just going to stay right here. And then time's gonna pass through me. It's okay. I can do this, but I'll fight whatever happens, right? But now in this relaxed state of mind, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to look forward to things.
Including booking your shows coming up. I know you're always looking for interesting personalities to talk to on afternoons
I,
with.
I normally do get good guests.
You
I
do.
really do get good
You
guests.
really do.
But I've been dealing with
But you're so
avoiding
relaxed
paperwork.
now.
Well, and then I'm gonna cry about it. So
You're not.
no, I am.
She's on a mental roller coaster,
I
folks.
am. You have no idea.
She's going,
I have mood swings, and I feel like being relaxed, the mood swings still occur. They're just more relaxed.
that's the only exercise I get anymore is mood swings.
Oh my gosh. But I mean, because I could be so happy about seeing a kid, and then I could be so sad to realizing that my kids are not with me.
Oh, so it's like all in one breath. You're like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, I don't have my kids.
Yeah, like smiling to heartbreak.
Oh,
Yeah, it just, and I feel like the crazy person on the bus, but you know what? It's okay because when I'm on the bus, they saw that I use my disabled Clipper card. So when they see me being all like emotional, I think they just already like accept that that's the least amount of crazy that could happen on the bus.
is whipping out your Clipper card?
No, crying.
Oh, crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty normal day on Muni.
Well, I say that because my Clipper card looks clearly different because it's disabled. So I feel like I'm whipping out my disabled placard or something when I'm scanning it.
So this is your handicap card.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah,
Leave
yeah,
me
yeah.
alone.
Yes, I got a broken pinky.
Don't make me show you how I broke this pinky.
At the Mexican restaurant where I just got the burritos.
By the way, tasty burrito.
Yes.
Thank you for
actually,
sharing. You didn't have to, but
I didn't get their name, but it's the one that's at the end of this block. Like if you were walking that way and then just
one
kept
on
on walking.
7th until you
Yeah.
walk right into the Tenderloin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That one.
At McAllister and 7th is the little taqueria.
Yes, and they've always been wonderful. However, I'm too relaxed, and the guy was like, "Oh no, what happened to your pinky?" And I was like, "Someone broke it."
Somebody asked me what happened to my pinky. That's what happened.
I said, "Someone broke it," and then he started to talk, but then I felt like I don't know. I'm too relaxed, and I wasn't ready for conversation, so I just walked away. I think he was asking like, "How did that happen?" But I didn't feel like getting intimate with the guy at the register.
Really?
Well, to me, that is like when you're exchanging intimate information like that, it's like an effort. And I mean, I don't need him to know that I broke my pinky. I'd said too much already. Anyways,
You've said too much already.
I've already said too much. So it's not that I don't want no new friends. It's just it's effort to make new friends.
Right. Okay.
And
Is it Taqueria Vallarta?
yes, them. Thank you guys. The
There
food
you
is
go.
awesome. I normally get a Vampirino there, but I already had.
Vampirino?
Yeah, it's like all the red juices, that beet juice, carrot juice. I think I don't know if they put tomatoes, but
Oh, and they have it in the big, huge buckets with the ladles.
no. This they actually have to blend. This is actually
Oh,
the
they
smoothie.
actually have to make like a smoothie.
And this is the one that like you shit the next day and you're like, oh damn, I died in the toilet. It's because it's all red.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, oh shit, did I just die?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
There I go again with the poop talk. But
Yeah.
it's very healthy to poop.
Where's the podcast poop disclaimer? Here we go. No, I'm just kidding.
It's very healthy to remove the waste from your body because of the mess that we put in.
There you go. The views expressed.
Oh yes.
The views expressed in this podcast belong to the content creator. That would be you.
Okay, so
And not the
Affiliate-
organization or its
it's
management
affiliates
and
or
so-
employees. Okay, so a few days ago, my roommate. This is gonna be a part of my set, so I hope I'm not ruining it.
Oh, you're totally spoiling it for me. Go ahead.
A few days ago, my roommate texted me, and he's like, "Mom, the toilet is clogged," and I was like, "Okay, we could figure this out." And I'm like, "Chill," because I'm acupunctured.
Right.
And I get home and I see that shit, and I was like, "Oh fuck." Because not only did it clog, but he had taken a massive shit on top of it, and it was like clogged. And I want to say by morning, I made a decision. I am not going to snake it. I am not, because we've already tried this and it's disgusting. I am going to call Roto-Rooter. Okay.
That's the name. And
All right.
away your troubles.
Oh,
go
sorry.
down
Sorry.
the
Did I say
drain.
too much? The Odor-Ooter people.
No, it's okay. I was just singing their theme song since you were doing it.
And they came because I called several people, and so most of them were like, "It's Saturday, ma'am. We won't get there till Sunday." And I'm just like, "Oh my God, I have this cleanse that I'm trying to get on." All right. So they show up.
You felt like you needed to explain.
Well, the guy showed up and he's like, "It's $385, ma'am, to use this thing." And then he made it sound delightful because he was like, "Worst case scenario is I might have to take out your toilet." And I was like, "Whoa, you said enough. Just yes, do you have a veterans discount?" And because they don't know how to apply a veterans discount, they apply a senior citizens discount. That's me. Right? So $350 later, I was like, I turned the corner. This man walked in with 2 plastic bags and a spray bottle. And before I knew it, I turned the corner thinking he's going to take forever. The toilet was clean and it smelled like roses.
Not only was it clean and fixed, but it smelled like roses.
It smelled like roses. I looked at him.
Oh, that's funny because every time they go, "What do you think it's gonna, smell like roses?"
Okay, well, yeah, right. So I didn't want to pay $350. No, I did not. But I was so happy and pleased at that moment that life can go on. And my son offered to pay half, which is $175. I pay $175. Together we pay $350. And I was so happy with the outcome that I looked at the guy, took out $20 from my wallet, and gave it to him.
That's how happy you were.
Hell yeah. I mean, because I was going to be cheap and be like, I'll do it myself.
Right.
But I was like, looked at that shit. Nope. Not my shit.
Not at all.
No.
No. All right. So now that, and then you're still drinking the basil seed. This all started off with the basil seed.
Oh, yeah. Basil seed will help you poop. Good.
How do we segue from that? That's the shit. That's all I gotta say.
That is the shit.
All right. So, do you want any news? Do you want good news?
Give me good news.
Okay. So, this is reported from AP News just moments ago. Washington, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, will move forward to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Reported by the Associated Press. A historic shift to generations of American drug policy that could have a wide ripple effects across the country. The proposal, which still must be reviewed by the White House Office and Management and Budget, would recognize the medical uses of cannabis and acknowledge it has a less potential abuse than some of the nation's most dangerous drugs.
You know, if they like outlawed something as innocent as acupuncture because acupuncture is so effective, more people will get it because it's outlawed. I'm just saying, like,
You outlaw something and people want it more.
Yeah, like it applies a black market effect. Anyways, so yeah, they're dumbing it down to, I don't know, weed is weed.
But do you think it should be classified in the same because it's a control one substance? So
I don't even understand the substance control numbers.
okay, so
Like the higher the more controlled it is, or the lower.
no. Here's the thing: is you would think that the worse the drug is, the higher the. But
Class
some
four.
things like marijuana, so drug classifications.
Okay, what's fentanyl?
Well, hold on. Okay. So when you look at drug classifications in the U.S., you're looking at, and again, I'm getting this from the U.S. Department of Schedule 1 drug, which is the worst drug you can have. Things like heroin, ecstasy, LSD, marijuana is grouped in with them.
What? Oh, okay, that's
Schedule 2, which is less severe, is cocaine, opium, high-grade morphine, methamphetamine. You see how this is like getting, and then Schedule 3 is low grade morphine, anabolic steroids, ketamine, certain codeine mixtures. And then Schedule 4, Ambien, Valium, Xanax,
Like
Rohypnol,
addictive.
Soma. So, yeah, it's all that's
What I want to
prescription
hear
stuff.
the next
So,
one, Schedule 5.
Schedule 5 is cough syrup, Lycra, and para something.
One time I was sick and I took Robitussin.
Oh, and it's less than 200 milligrams of cough syrup. 'Cause if
No.
it's more than that, it goes up a classification.
So I took Robitussin and I was like, why do I feel so weird? And what did somebody Ashley said, you're robo tripping, and I was like, what does that mean? And it's something when you take Robitussin, and I didn't take it to an excessive amount. I just took it enough to, but there you go. I'm relaxed and acupunctured.
You be tripping. You be robo tripping.
Should be hitting hard, but robo tripping, just taking it or taking excessive amounts, you robo trip. I just
It's
know
yeah.
a macro dose.
It's macro dosing. It's taking more than you're supposed to, more than prescribed, more than that's safe in the FDA's
You know,
eyes.
it's an experience for each body type and each what is this, different sizes of people, that's for sure.
Sure.
So somebody dropped a joke about microdosing on mushrooms, and I was like, microdosing, I macrodose. Microdosing is for pussies. But here I am realizing that it's not safe to take that much. It's not safe to take a macro dose all the time. I mean, it's not necessarily that it's not safe. It's that people can't handle that. I built a tolerance and I made it okay. Whereas now with acupuncture, I can just do a little and it's enough.
Right, and it I don't know if that ever becomes addictive.
Mushrooms?
No, uh, 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 acupuncture. I think it could be habit forming.
It should be.
I
It
think that
should
you could
be.
get such relief and that it could change your life so much that you want to kind of keep doing it.
It's freaking awesome.
But that's kind of like saying I'm addicted. Well, no, because there's actual. I was going to say it's like being addicted to working out or fitness.
Yeah. Anything that's too much of something is too much.
Right.
Yeah, so moderation is always the big thing. So I'm like, why the hell did they overdose me with acupuncture like once a week? That was like intense. They should have came with a warning. You will relive trauma that you've suppressed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Start crying on the table.
God, yes. Well, not necessarily on the table, but as the day goes on and you're so chill, things that you weren't comfortable about thinking of, all of a sudden you're comfortable about like letting it come back up, and then tears. I sound hella depressed, but I promise that I'm excited about life. I'm just relaxed.
Right. I was looking for
More news.
news or something.
I want to talk.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I wanted to talk about how that one day I saw them taking tickets and they had the ticket counter, but then now I'm back on the Muni and it's back to like normal.
It's back to the wild
Yeah,
west of Muni.
nobody's checking anybody's ticket.
So that might have just been
A fluke.
kind of. I mean, public transportation. That's what I was saying is, oh, you can't go in the back door anymore and just sit down.
Well,
That
I
used
have
to
the
be the
pride.
way.
I have the pride of having a
Clipper card, so you
disabled clipper card.
get half price everything.
Well, it's free for the muni.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do pay.
Oh,
for,
like train, it's half price.
yeah,
or
I
something.
pay a
Oh,
portion
okay.
for a BART, and
But that's cool. At least you get, and you can literally navigate this town on Muni alone.
I'm enjoying the hell out of taking public transportation. But when I have my babies and I'm back in mom mode, and I think that's what's going to be traumatizing for me, is just like switching gears is in this relaxed state of mind is scary, because I feel like I'm not as sharp as I normally am or quick to react to certain things. Maybe my impulse reactions were like what saved me a lot of the times.
You think that that's literally as she
Yeah.
takes off her.
Yeah, well, oh, my pinky hurts, and I just need to give it a break.
Ow, that hurt me. You doing that, just like ow.
Yes, just
But at least you're.
moving it.
Yes. Holy smokes. So, and is that's your
Yeah.
that's your mic hand?
Yeah, so it's fractured right here, and it's causing it to swell right there where it won't even allow it to
Straighten out.
straighten
really.
out. So when you're injured in any part of your body, it's like a ripple effect. So this pinky is unhappy, which leads to a very unhappy arm.
Right.
And then it leads to my neck
And your shoulder
and my
all
shoulder.
that,
Yes. So I
which
can
goes down your back and through your legs and
yeah. Like if your feet are unhappy, your body will be unhappy. If your pinky's unhappy, your body's gonna be unhappy. But I'm relaxed about it.
I get it. But you're all relaxed because of that.
But I'm still upset about it. You just can't tell. Oh,
Ooh, judge in hush money trial threatens Trump with jail. I don't believe it. I won't believe it until he actually does time.
I
They said that the Secret Service was actually trying to figure out if this happens, how they're going to be able to watch him. And so they would literally have to stand outside his cell
I don't. Are you talking about Trump?
if he got locked up for, because he's saying all these things when he's supposed to be
Here's what I know.
gag order.
There's experts out there that can handle this. I am not that.
You're not going to handle it. This is not your.
That's my expertise.
I just don't see him ever getting arrested. I don't see any former president ever being arrested because it would be a security weird thing.
I think there's always a possibility because you never know what happens until it happens, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know that could happen," and it happened. But I'm also the other hand person. On the other hand, devil's advocate. I don't know. what you
Right.
wanna call
Yeah. No. Devil's advocate. What if?
it.
What if this happened? Well, yeah, I wasn't even thinking that until you said that. It's like, why? That's why I'm here. And so, no, I'm just throwing this all out.
Oh, so I don't. Hello, hi, how are you doing? I went to a chiropractor. I took my son. So yeah, I'm doing the acupuncture by VA, but the chiropractor was like a sales ad on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to take my son. He has like scoliosis a little,
Okay.
and it's a subscription thing, and they want you in as soon as you get the free trial adjustment.
Right.
They want you to subscribe, which is like $85 a month, and you get 4 visits. But here's the thing, I don't have $84 a month for me and my son just to go on this whim because they gave us a free adjustment. But they are very assertive because they will call, and make you feel like you're friends and everything. Like, hey, why haven't you signed up yet? And I told you, I'm still barely assessing my own emotional needs, that I can't even assess my financial needs right now.
Right. It's too much on the plate. Just give me a break for a minute. Right. I get you.
And then all these things making it surface. So like the massages, and I'm getting massages too. I'm full on board trying to make my body happy, but in turn, it's just making me more tired.
And acupuncture, is that covered by insurance? No.
By the VA, yes.
Oh, it is. That's
Yeah.
nice.
It took 6 months though to get the appointment. They told me back in October, we approve you for this, and then they're like, not until April 2024.
Really?
Hey, you know what I do want to talk about is the Hippie Hill for 420, because I thought that was hilarious that a kickball and softball tournament, or no, kickball and some kind of tournament, kickball and volleyball tournament booked it on 420. That's why technically Hippie Hill, or that area, wasn't even going to be a 420 event.
Well, part of it is that the originators of the 420, which is called the Bud Drop, the Bud Drop people, which I kind of know, they didn't have the funding to do it because, as you know, we also do an event once a year in Robin Williams Meadow, which is Hippie Hill, basically, and it's Comedy Day, and it takes a lot of things, everything from permits and fire and contingency plans and
Yeah,
the permit, and if you have anything else going, like if you have people serving food or whatever. And then that event Not the one we do, but the 420 event. When I appeared there, had like over 20,000 people.
Oh, you mean this past?
No, it was like 4 years ago. I had
Oh.
to go out there right before Comedy Day, and they let me up on stage, and
Oh wow.
we did a brief announcement. And literally, that's the worst. By the way, you asked me what the worst gig was. Worst and best gig. So biggest audience I've ever had to perform in front of. And I only said like a one-liner joke and then something else really funny, but I only talked for like 30 seconds. But here it is. You're in the middle of Golden Gate Park, Robin Williams Meadow. It's 420. They have multiple DJs, loud music. People are bopping up and down. They've got t-shirt guns shooting out prizes, and the music's loud.
Yes.
And then they go, "Hey, you ready to do your announcement?" Okay, cool. They stop the music.
Oh my God.
Is that the worst possible thing you could ever?
Yeah, because they're like, what?
They're like, wait, who just stopped the party? Oh, look at this old dude. And so I'm like, no, turn the music back up. And I did my little thing and said what I said, and then back to t-shirt cannons. And then the next thing I know is they're lighting, it's 420, and they're lighting a joint that's like bigger than I can show on the screen, I think. And so
Yeah.
of course my mother goes, "Did I just see you on Channel 2 News smoking a joint?"
He's like, you missed the whole point. I made an announcement.
Yeah, for Comedy Day. So that was interesting. So it was like 20,000 people or something. The entire meadow was full. You could not see any grass in the meadow.
Damn. I went with my cousin to the Palace of Fine Arts to do a Wizard of Oz kind of geocaching hunt. You know, like a scavenger hunt. And do you see what I mean about the relaxed tone? It's hella like
Throwing you off.
It's throwing me off. It's throwing you off, ain't it? Like,
It's just throwing me off. Okay, so what about the scavenger hunt?
that's what I did instead of the hippie hill. And I already knew that despite the volleyball and all that other tournament, kickball tournament, the smokers, the stoners were gonna show up anyway, and they did. And I guess just without the provisions of the 420, but people that you were discussing. So is it a profitable event?
The 421
Yeah.
or Comedy Day?
Oh,
So Comedy Day
420.
is a nonprofit, and so anything that we make kind of gets put back into the next year's event or into community outreach. As far as the 420 event, yeah, they have a ton of sponsors.
Oh.
And they have a ton of DJs, and they have a ton of people involved. Do they make money? Yeah, but I think it's also a lot of money that goes out.
It's like a lot. Oh, wow.
So I think they get sponsors and they get money that way, but then they're also having to pay for the park and the permit and all the stuff they're giving out, plus the production of everything. And it's not cheap putting on a show.
Wait, okay. I think that I may not be successful because of this very reason. Like, for instance, I had those flyers to give out, but I felt so meek, like so, not lazy, meek. Like I didn't want to bother people. So I would be like, hey, we have a comedy show. But then I thought it was like too forthcoming to give them a flyer. I told you, not just relaxed, but like acupunctured into trauma, like old, like
What is it? Recessed feeling or recessed traumas or whatever?
I'm not as confident as I normally am. What the heck?
Oh, so you think it's chilled you out too much?
Yeah, it's chilled me out too much. I'm like, oh, don't let me bother you. But then I know what it takes to make a successful show. You have to distribute the information. And here I am just sitting with it in my folder. That's how I know I'm like not dealing with how I'm processing things. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but you know what I mean?
No, that's fine. I get it. And then, so what's your plan to resolve this issue, or at least try something new? Or, well, you're gonna reduce the frequencies of your
Acupuncture, yeah.
visits from once a week to once a month.
Yes.
Thank goodness. You're getting poked less. Good. Okay. And then what? Are you gonna do anything that's gonna?
I'm just gonna keep on doing what I've been doing so far, and hopefully have the same momentum. I looked at my bacon points. They haven't been they haven't been going up, so I know I haven't.
Oh, your bacon points. That's right. Your points on Bay Area Comedy Network. So
Yeah, still
so
the
that means
same.
you haven't been hitting all those
Active.
bells and whistles like you're supposed to.
Like I normally do. And I think that's what fight or flight made me do is like, oh my God, you're not going to be successful unless you're active. So I would be active.
Well, you're also a driven person in a lot of ways.
Well, now that I'm relaxed, I'm not.
Right. And so maybe that's it. So maybe you should have done the scavenger hunt they did about a week ago in San Francisco. I was going to call you last Friday and say, I left Thursday night to go out to the valley. I should have stayed here because Friday they had a scavenger hunt where they basically hid 5 gold coins and 5 silver coins.
Oh,
And the coins were found in really easy locations all over the city in different neighborhoods. And people found them within like 5 hours.
wow.
And so all you had to do is go to the website of this coin shop that's in the Mission District.
Uh-huh.
That's who was promoting the
Oh,
thing.
that's the CB. Uh-huh. Sorry.
And no, that's cool. And then so that's what they were doing is literally I had saw it and I'm like, oh, I want to drive back to San Francisco just to go see if I can find one of these coins because they're all riddles or whatever. And so I would have. I pride myself on knowing a lot of San Francisco history.
So, but you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
but-
didn't even want to look at the questions because I knew if I read through all,
FOMO.
10 questions that I would have said, oh,
Yeah.
I know what one
FOMO.
that one is. And I would have freaked out.
Okay, so the only way to avoid fear of missing out is to just not look at the things that you're missing out on. Right? Just
Sure.
don't, like you said, just don't read it. I mean, you're already like, oh my God, I wish I was there. Don't add salt to the,
To the wound?
yeah,
Yeah. No,
by
I get it.
making it more exciting to have been sad about missing out.
Right.
Oh,
So what are you gonna do tonight? You're doing a set tonight. We're all doing a set, and again,
Yes.
it's the comedy takeover at
Yes.
the Mint Karaoke Lounge. That's tonight, April 30th, 1942 Market Street
yes.
in San Francisco. Showtime at 7. Doors open at 6. 2-drink minimum.
I am going to be working the KJ booth. So before the comedy show starts, I'll be taking requests and working the songs for folks. And I'll just make sure that everybody gets ready. And okay, so the lineup, I had a list as far as how it's going to go. And did you see the lineup that
Yes, I did. Did I memorize it? No.
I'm going to tell you? Because, I mean, it could change, but and it's also good to read the messages that everybody said. And I have everybody's songs. Yours is just everything that's just stripper-esque. So Ashley, Sean, Robin, then you. So that means that you're 3 or 4 after Ashley, Sean, Robin, you, Trish, Manny, and then Howard. Oh, wait, Manny, and then me, and then Howard.
Okay.
Why does that seem like so much work to have said all those names? I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just like way too tired to put effort into a lot of things. This is scary.
Well, you figure that's because it starts at 7.
Uh-huh.
It's a hard stop at 9. That's a 2
No,
hour.
it's not a hard stop.
Well, even if it was a hard stop,
It still
you
fits.
still have plenty of time.
Yeah, it fits. A friend was worried about the time, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna work out, baby.
It's going to work out, baby. It's going to work out, darling.
I'm not gonna have to write this down now because I'm doing a podcast.
All right. SUV catches fire on the upper deck of the Bay Bridge.
Yikes!
That's today. A fully engulfed car fire Tuesday morning caused some delays and 3-lane closures in the Bay Bridge. California Highway Patrol said on Zitter, I guess that's X, because they're calling it Zitter.
Uh-huh.
Don't ask. That the car had caught fire and was fully engulfed in the left-hand lane of the westbound Bay Bridge, west of Treasure Island around 11 a.m. on Tuesday. The 3 lanes of the bridge were briefly blocked as the fire was extinguished and the destroyed SUV was towed away. See it?
Yeah. So nothing on that bridge would catch on fire.
No, but there's still the cables,
I
which
know,
are
right?
cables.
The cables are right there.
And they're literally right underneath them. And So every time I drive on the Bay Bridge, I get really paranoid
That.
because of the '89 Loma Prieta earthquake.
Oh, you're worried about the structure
Well, yeah,
itself.
because the top parts of the top of the Bay Bridge fell onto the
Yeah.
second part. Imagine if you're on the bottom part of the bridge. Where does it fall?
Well, okay. I understand that. I totally understand that. The whole what if, because I know this much. Structures are only meant to last for so long, and that's not forever.
Well, and they just rebuilt the Bay Bridge. So what they did after '89 is they took half the bridge away, put a new bridge. The other existing part that's still there, they reinforced, which I'm not feeling warm and
Okay.
fuzzy, darling.
You know what made me question physics?
What's that? Everything? But what?
My shoes started breaking from under me, meaning the glue of the heel, the whatever glue was holding my heel
The
to the
shoe
bottom of
glue.
my shoe. Yeah, the shoe glue would come apart. And what I learned is that over time, one, coming from Texas and the humidity in the closet, one time we went on vacation and it became humid. Elements like that change the temperature, change the structure of what's holding your shoe together, thus making it weak. So after I learned that my multiple shoes have fallen apart from under me, I began to question the structure around me and its durabilities and how guaranteed is it to be durable. However, I cannot live in fear like that.
Right. So when they make a product, they usually make it so that whatever warranty, if it has like a 1 year warranty,
It can last that long at
it
least.
lasts that long plus a week.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like a week less than that.
Right. And I know as a human, my warranty ran out about 40 years old.
Shit.
And so, what is the actual shelf life of the Bay Bridge? And, any of these structures, all of our infrastructure around this country, they're talking about, what was the other bridge that just fell? Oh, no, the bridge got hit by a boat.
Okay. First, people have the reason why there's speed limits, we're talking about this, is because it's what the bridge is able to handle. So how many people don't even abide by the speed limit,
Right.
thus taking away from the structure by
The integrity
the
of the
integrity of
structure.
structure, yeah, by speeding on it. When they ask you, please do not go above the speed limit, because they don't say because of this, but because they know it's gonna just destroy or take away from the structure. Oh my word, that's a hypochondriac's problem, not mine. Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
I feel like thoughts are so powerful, and the last thing you want is something bad to happen after you thought about it.
Sure, absolutely. No.
I mean, not to say
I
that you
thought
made
of,
it
I just
happen,
I just
but-
thought of something, and I'm not going to share it, but I will share it off air. So never wish someone dead.
No, that's true. Don't.
Even if they ingest or even if they're just a real piece of work, don't do it, because you never know when that may
Well, and then
actually come to fruition, and then everybody looks at you and goes, "Oh,
everyone dies too. So
yeah, just bad when after you say it they do." Because then you become the prime suspect, but that's just me.
prime suspect.
That's just me.
I
A person of
personally,
interest. Sorry.
I don't. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
Just
just.
kidding.
I'm just gonna segue.
Please.
But the word hate to me used to be so powerful that when my kids would say, I hate this, I would discourage them from saying, I hate it. Rather than say, I hate this, I want them to understand what they're saying first. That if they do truly hate it, they can use the word hate. Kind of like if you do truly love something, then you say love. Otherwise, if you dislike something, then it's dislike. Because hate, it just eliminates all forward progress towards something.
So you don't like the word hate, or you do?
I don't. I don't like the word
So
hate.
my mom told me kind of the same thing. She doesn't like the word hate because it instills.
It's definitive.
Well, hers was more. I think it's violence,
Yeah, yeah.
and so, and she goes, well, no, you don't really hate something, you dislike it, and so she would use that term. And she's one that my mom's the great communicator. She's the one that taught me how to communicate. And
Your
so
mom sounds so wise.
She is. Until she had me. But but I mean that's it. I mean that's kind of yeah. So don't use the word hate again. Using language for good.
Ashley goes, "Oh, I make it to a point to go 100 miles per hour on the bridge."
Okay, so CHP Ashley Tomagen's license plate number is. Please put an Amber Alert out for Ashley Tomagen.
That's hilarious.
That's our host tonight.
You know what? Leave it to me to ruin somebody's fun. Like, did you know?
Did you know?
Because JoMama said.
Because JoMama said.
So I want to make stickers.
Oh, what's one of your social media things? Is I'm not your Mojo Jojo.
Oh, Nacho Mojo Jojo.
And I remember Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. When we were talking about wearing cartoon stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Somebody's birthday. I have to write that down now. Somebody's birthday's coming up, and then we said we were gonna wear stuff, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
it was
be
like going to
Nacho
be a
Mojo
theme
Jojo.
party, and it was going to be cartoons.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
I just remembered. My ADHD won't. It'll fuck this up. Okay.
You should see the shirt I was going to wear tonight for the. I wasn't going to dress like this. I
What?
actually have
Like-
another T-shirt, or it's actually. Okay, I could probably show you what it is. Let's see what it is. Go ahead. Keep talking. Though.
So you were gonna wear a T-shirt and not
I'm gonna wear
a
another
button
shirt,
down.
and I'll show you.
Oh, you are gonna change. Yeah. Let me take this second to breathe, cause again, I'm hella relaxed and freaking acupuncture. That's all I could say. I wish there was another word I could use, but not in fight or flight. That's for sure. All right.
Okay, so I was going to wear this.
Oh, Sean John.
You know who Sean John is?
Oh, P Diddy. Yeah.
He's in the news currently.
Yeah, he is a current topic, that's for sure. I
It
know.
was that or my Michael Vick jersey. What? No, too soon?
No, Michael Vick is so like that is so old now.
I know.
Maybe OJ Simpson jersey.
Well, everything's a throwback with me. I'm a throwback.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah.
And my wife should have thrown me back too, but that's another story.
Anything you own is already old. Because
It
you
is.
owned it.
Well, I was wearing South Pole pants. What was last week or 2 weeks ago? And you
Do they
guys were
still
calling me
make
on it.
South Pole?
No, I literally found a time capsule dating back to the 90s full of stuff, including things like that Sean John shirt.
Not even at
A
Goodwill.
FUBU jersey.
You found it in your own.
In my own
So these are
possession.
your own.
So
thrift
it was,
store.
yeah, I think a lot of them were either hand me ups for my bro or something like that. Some of them are.
Is your brother as tall as you?
Mhm.
That makes it a lot
Almost.
easier to.
Yeah. And he always used to wear things that were oversized,
Dude, it sucked
which
because
is like my size.
my cousins were all smaller than me, so I mean, I felt like all the clothes that they could have handed down to me wouldn't fit because they were all shorter. I'm not shorter, but smaller than me. I'm just like oversized. I'm an overgrown Filipino.
Is that what's going on?
It will,
I just wanted to make sure I understood exactly what was going on.
I just kept on growing. They were like, "What's going on here? You're supposed to stop at this height."
Whole bunch of boring stuff in the Bay Area.
Oh my gosh. All right. Have you ever thought about this? When was the last time you ever had to pull up like old bank records, like 2 years worth of bank records? 2 years.
When I used to have to provide documentation for either housing or I just got a car.
2
about
years.
Yeah, sometimes, but it's kind of crazy. And at least it was of the age of you could go to a computer, you could log into your bank, and you could go request.
Just upload the files.
Yeah, or download or print them or whatever.
Yeah, actually, I think before buying our home, that was one of the things that I wouldn't say 2 years, but like 3 months. Now, so I only bring that up because I'm having to pull up old bank records to go through, stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, this is so exposing of your habits. Somebody watching 2 years of your bank transactions.
Oh, yeah, they're watching every little bad mistake
choice,
you've
yeah.
ever made.
She went to
What's
Starbucks
this?
and got what? Like,
2 a.m, $40 out of an ATM. What was this?
Oh, that'd
never
not be
good at
I.
2 a.m., right? It's never good at 2 a.m.
right. Oh, yeah. And it's timestamp, date stamp.
Where is that? Oh my God, he was at the corner of 7th and Market. There's nothing there at 2 a.m.
I'm not a horrible person. I'm just saying they're gonna find out how much weed I've been
Oh my
smoking.
gosh. How much legal weed you've been
Yes,
smoking?
legal because I'm buying it by debit card. Or I'm paying with my.
Well, here's
debit
the other
card.
thing. What is it? Somebody mentioned, they said, and I'm trying to remember what the context was, but it's like, you don't need to make your digital transactions public.
You don't need to,
Because
but
how
it
many
does
times
it.
can you say, on Venmo or PayPal or Cash App, hey, here's that $200 for coffee yesterday.
For pizza
Yeah, or pizza. Pizza,
or
coffee.
mushroom.
It's like, yeah, or a mushroom. Thanks for the mushroom pizza. Mushroom
Oh my
pizza.
God. Speaking of, that's what they want. They want copies of my it's not that bad though. my cash app.
What do
is
they
not
want?
that. The judge or
Wants
the
what?
lawyers,
Copies of what?
my cash app, my digital transactions. They just want
Really?
to show that they just want me to be transparent that I haven't been moving money around, and because it's just because we have
Oh, it's because, you have.
yeah, we have joint accounts. No, not any. His money is his money. My money is my money.
But when you're in a.
It's a dissolution of a marriage. That's what it is.
There you go. I was trying to find the right word, and you found it legally.
Yeah.
So whenever you have to do that, like you said, you have to be transparent.
Yes, and I'm fine with it, but I'm not excited.
I'm not excited.
I'm not like woo. Check out where I eat and how much I spend at the Melt at 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, okay. So other news, because I like how you're interjecting other things here, because my brain is just like
No, I'm just
In
I'm trying to
one
underhand
mode.
pitch a couple things.
my mind is one mode. Honestly, okay. Looking forward to tonight. All right, I'm gonna get to the mint. I'm gonna write down who's going up for how long and their songs I'm gonna get my mind right. It's gonna be ready for everybody, so that way all they need is just to be told where to be and how to
Okay.
how to just how long
You're
to
going to
deliver.
conduct traffic.
There you go. So I feel like the hard part is over, but at the same time, I have to send all this discovery stuff to my lawyer by morning. So
And you have to
kinda-
work tonight too, right? Because
Yeah.
you're actually working at the mint
Yeah.
tonight while this is happening.
Yeah, that's why
And
I'm
what
only
is
doing
your
5
job
minutes.
at the mint?
I, in this case, will be the KJ, which is the karaoke jockey, which would be ideally called the DJ, but it's a karaoke joint.
So it's KJ.
I'm your KJ tonight.
Yo, I'm your KJ tonight.
I need to add some more, not bass. I need to add more oomph to because when I call people out, they don't hear me.
Reading some of these headlines. I'm sorry.
No, you're
San
fine.
Francisco federal judge hands down 10-year sentence to a man who hired an assassin to kill a Zimbabwean model ex-partner. That's in San Francisco.
Why would they place the words like kill Zimbabwean model ex partner? Just kill X. I don't know. Oh, because they have to know it's what is this? Cultured.
Expect to see more traffic cops at major San Francisco intersections as San Francisco PD cracks down on speeding. Off the Muni lines and onto the street corners.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I feel like there's it's a new fiscal year, right? And all that.
Sure.
So all the new what is this budgets have to have their what is this results. It had it just has to show results. Wait, it's 3:10. We have
I'm dying to read this. Sorry.
okay, go.
Cat found in Amazon box in California was accidentally shipped from Utah.
Oh no! I thought it was like a wild
He's
cat, but
smiling. Actually, he's kind of holding his paw up like he's flipping us off.
What if
but
that's not? What if that's not even the cat?
That's
You
not
know,
even the cat.
Oh, like oh, poor cat, and they just put some like
So we'll go into it. This is San Francisco news. A cat found in an Amazon box in California was accidentally shipped.
I don't understand
From Utah.
accidentally. How do you accidentally ship a cat? Like
Oh, I know how. I know exactly how.
the cat was in the box and then you tape it up?
Yes.
Stupid cat.
Well, I'm serious. You're packing your Amazon shipment, whatever you just sold on Amazon, you're packing it. Something happens. Your baby cries, the pot on the stove boils, another Amazon package comes to your door. You step away from that package for even 1 minute, that cat's in the box, and then you're taping it back up.
Check your boxes before you tape them up.
I'm afraid to. So we have cats. We have multiple cats.
Okay.
I'm afraid to do laundry because I'm afraid to leave the laundry door or dryer door open.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of doing dishes because of leaving the dishwasher open or closed for a minute.
And then accident. Yeah.
Every time I go to reach into my underwear and sock drawer in the morning when I pull out my fresh ones, at least one cat
Oh,
jumps in.
yes. Oh my God. My cats love going in the back of the drawer. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then I can't close my drawer.
So I'm guessing that's what happened, but let's see what happened because I don't want to give away a story. A cat survived a harrowing 6-day
Wow. That's a long time.
6-day journey in a cardboard box with some boots and was reunited with her family, who thought she had somehow escaped their home in Utah. The cat's name is Galena, and she apparently likes to jump into cardboard boxes. She jumped into one oversized box and got sealed into it around April 10th, which is when her family thought she had gone missing. She just mysteriously disappeared. We had no idea what had happened to her, said Carrie Clark, speaking to the local news reporter. Clark and her husband, Matt, frantically searched their home, and their friends and their family helped them search for Leahy, Utah neighborhood in the ensuing days with no luck. We searched every nook and cranny in our home, neighborhood, Jordan River Trail, and even the neighborhood surrounding for a week, Clark said in a Facebook post. But then, on April 17th, as Salt Lake City NBC affiliate KSL reports, they got a phone call from Riverside, California. An Amazon employee named Brandy discovered Galena inside a box with steel-toed work boots, and the cat was then identified via microchip by a veterinarian who called the Clarks.
So
It was chipped, just
And
like
they
my
still-
wife did to me. It was chipped, and they found him. It's okay. So that's just crazy. The return box was part of a try before you buy deal.
I was just watching a TikTok on how somebody was opening a box and a cat popped out.
And they had mistakenly shipped it back with the boots they weren't going for.
Okay. So that's what they shipped I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but try before you buy, and then they sent the boots back. Got
Yeah,
it.
because they have this thing I know that, like, if you don't want to...
Prepaid postage is already,
Right.
yeah. Just, and I told you, I don't know how to handle.
I know what you do. You mute your phone, you turn it off, you don't look at it unless it's one of your fans dying to get your autograph.
No, this is what it is.
Go ahead.
I hate everything about everything because I don't have my kids.
That's sad.
It is. And whenever it's a possibility that my kids might be calling, then I'm like, okay. But then it's just something.
It's a big
else.
letdown.
Yeah. Well, this is their dad's asking to talk, and
And he's texting you now in the middle of your show?
yeah, but then I guess it's because he doesn't know I have one.
Oh, okay.
But that's where my mental state is. Like, things could be good, and then I remember my kids, and I'm like, I hate everything that I'm doing right now.
You shouldn't hate everything that you're doing right now, but it is tough.
Like, I'd rather be there.
Oh, well, sure. Absolutely. And no matter what age your kids are now, they'll either realize that in the moment or they'll realize it when they come of age. Just be a positive part of their life in any form or fashion you can. I have a son that literally, I have to go back. It was 4 years ago. He literally, the last communication I had with him prior to the last phone conversation I had with him was him sending a text to me of an emoji with a middle finger.
It sounds like he's hurt.
Oh yeah, he's big hurt. And I understand. I am a person. I understand how it is to be hurt, but
Hmm.
this generation's answer to this is a really hard situation and
Disconnect.
is disconnect. Right.
Yeah.
It's not, hey, we need to talk about this. We need to figure this out. Hey, we're human beings and sooner or later we have to deal with this one way or another. You could either deal with it now at your age or you can wait until,
When it's more traumatic, like more
Yeah,
like
I mean-
deep rooted trauma.
yeah, no matter what age you are now, you want to add 20 years to it and go, okay, let's deal with it now. That's so much harder. Most of the time it's far removed. Second time, there's no closure because the other person's no longer involved in your life.
Right. My thing is, there's always two sides to the story, and
Sure.
the one person who's experiencing it will always believe they're the ones that are the right ones, and I believe that if we were able to talk, people who have differences were able to talk frankly and be honest, not just with each other but with themselves, because I feel like a lot of people do bad things and don't call it bad.
Right.
So even though, like yesterday, me and my son were riding in an Uber, and this lady was she was complaining about her landlord that she just left. But the storyline that she gave us, where she sounded really like bad, like she wasn't exactly the victim in the story, but she didn't hear it like that when she was telling it. We did. Are you're sharing that?
I think it's crazy.
It is crazy. I honestly, like, I'm a cat person too, and if one of my kittens went missing, I'd freak out.
Oh, and like I said, we have multiple cats now. So we have so many cats. I'm afraid to get up in the middle of the night.
Well, why do you have so many cats? Do they just have kittens?
Yeah, so one of them had kittens and we didn't get rid of hardly any of them.
Oh, you mean you kept all of them?
No, I didn't keep all of them.
All but
we
one.
donated 3
Oh, damn.
or gave away 3 or rehomed 3 or
So you still have like what, 3 more? 4. Oh,
plus
wow.
mommy.
Mommy had a full
Mama had a full
7.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it gets hard to like feed them and then clean up the shit. Okay, so when I look at dogs,
Oh, and I'm allergic.
I'm allergic to cats too, and my cats like to sleep on my face.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're not trying to kill me, but I wake up hella swollen the next day every time. My face is all puffy because of the cat dander. But no, dogs. Whenever I see good-looking dogs on the street, like, oh, that's a beautiful big dog, I just
Right.
automatically think that dog shits like a human. I bet that shit is huge.
All I know is every time I walk Ace to to and from and on the here in the city, and he'll go and sniff every little vertical space there is.
Oh yeah,
Like if we're not walking next to a fence, he'll stop at every post and smell it. And so
smell
half
it, not
the time,
to pee on it.
well, yeah, I think he's looking to pee on it, but he'll sniff it and then he'll look up at me and go, "It's person pee." And then he'll go to the next one and go, "Another person." And then he goes, "Oh, finally a dog." And then he'll lift his leg.
Oh my god, selective,
He's very selective. He's
but
like,
selecting nonetheless.
because they're like breadcrumbs. That's how dogs find their way home.
Oh,
So if you walk them, they go over so many yards or whatever, and they
isn't that
even
crazy?
just a little.
Since their eye level is so low to the ground, the only thing they see is knees.
They see knees. They feel good with knees.
They're like feet, knees, and then maybe if they're interested enough, they'll look up at the
Right.
person. Do you notice that people always talk to your dogs or your kids first?
Oh, I was just trying to show the flyer.
Yes.
So
Here, you want me
here,
to?
you
I
can
do
you can
it.
show it to the bottom camera there, and there,
that.
boom, like
Bam.
that.
Okay, hold on. There we
There
go.
it is.
So,
Comedy Takeover tonight, 1942 Market Street, karaoke, or Mint Karaoke Lounge. And you see it right there. All right.
oh, so damn, is it bad that I want to take a nap?
I know. I've told you for months I've been so exhausted. I don't know what's going on with my body. Part of it is I'm drinking more caffeine than I ever should because it's not helping. At this point, it's not helping.
I think I thought it was stress for me, but could it be that everybody's just that stressed out? Oh, I read up on something called the Great Exhaustion. Can you look that one up?
I
Because
will look up the Great Exhaustion.
lately I really Googled it because I mean, I've been telling people, yo, I just feel hella tired with a lot of things going on. And they're like, me too. Not just mentally, but physically tired. And everyone's like, well, it's the solar eclipse. And that could be an element of change that changed how we felt for a little, but it's not that lasting. You know what I mean? So there's an article
In Time magazine
and it's why we're more exhausted than ever. And it was summarized as the Great Exhaustion.
of 2024, and what they say here is people are tired, like really tired, as evidenced by recent trends such as quiet quilting, coffee badging, bare minimum Mondays, and most of all, the Great Resignation. When over 47 million Americans voluntarily resigned from their positions, people are feeling a strain on more than just their work calendars. They're feeling it on their spirits. We're now in this era of the great exhaustion, what writer and computer science professor Cal Newport has called a time when people are looking to reestablish their relationship with work in order to reduce their pervasive sense of drain.
And then I guess for me, and since I'm not, I'm a disabled vet, and I just barely work. With me, it's just I'm drained from life. Life did that to me.
You can't. It's not. Some people go, "Oh, it's my kids." We were talking about it yesterday. I used to get told all the time, and they go, "Oh," I go, "These are wrinkles and stuff," and they go, "Those are laugh lines." Why was I screaming the whole time if they were laugh lines? Right. And so
Because you scream when you laugh.
right. Well, kids, my kids definitely aged me,
Okay.
and I didn't give birth to them.
I love my babies, but they will be the ones that challenge me the most. Only because they're like, why? And me being me, I will explain. But I am learning that I don't really have that patience right now because of the shit that I'm going through. I'm not very happy, so very little patience. And now people are asking me or testing my boundaries that my kids would normally do, I guess.
Right.
And they're not my kids, so I'm not very nice.
No, and you don't have to show them the same allegiance. You know, it's maybe some common courtesy, but beyond that, you can tell people to go get bent.
Yeah, I give them a look.
You just give them a look.
Yeah.
What's
like,
the look? Give me the look.
Do I look?
Oh, you didn't even have to turn your head to the side. I saw the eyes drop.
I was like, do I look safe to talk to?
Oh, yeah. It's like, ooh, I'm just gonna let you go, girl.
And I like puff up my chest. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I feel so much bigger.
Yeah, it was like kind of a little drop, and then.
But I have enough energy to thwart conversation.
So, do you think you're going through the great exhaustion?
It sounded very.
So, why are the levels of exhaustion increasing? I speak with a burned out professionals for a living. I have heard countless unique reasons for exhaustion. The three factors that are commonly overlooked, but I believe are contributing to the most unsustainable lifestyles: exposure to stress, things outside of our control, and financial insecurity. Do you agree with any of those?
God, yes.
Okay.
I mean, like
Things out of our control.
yes. Financial insecurity is how many people live paycheck to paycheck?
Right.
And just one paycheck away from missing a payment that could just kind of domino affect everything else. And whenever I was financially sound, anytime that I even missed a payment period and I had to pay a fee, I was already upset with myself. But now my whole world is topsy-turvy. That I've done the immature thing and disconnected from my debt collectors.
Right.
Because what they don't know is that I divorced them too. But
You divorced your debt collectors.
I have to put that together, and
You have to figure out how that means.
so the lawyer was like, "Hey, can you submit this information?" And I was like, "Look, I was like, you're putting me back in fight or flight." I'm like, "Let's go." So I don't even have access to a lot of these things because I'm not calling them, and I guess I could call them and like dig for information, but I'm not
What do
ready
you
to.
mean? Contacting lawyers? That costs money.
No. The lawyers want me to submit like my
Your financials.
yeah, which is the debt, the credit cards and such. But I'm like, that means that I have to contact them because I don't have any of that paperwork. I have to seek it out. That means that they'll find me once I show them where I am. Damn, I'm in denial right now. I don't like how my life is going.
Things will change. That's one thing about life. Whatever's happening today is not going to be necessarily happening tomorrow.
After the divorce, I'm going to pay my bills, though. I promise.
This goes down to all the bill collectors I owe. You keep sending me these letters that say final notice, but yet you keep sending them to me. Final mind.
Oh my gosh. Like, how did they know my new number? I don't even know my new number.
I usually they go, hi, we're looking for, and I go, oh, I'm sorry, he's passed.
Oh dear. Is that illegal? Is that illegal? Is that illegal to start that rumor?
He's passed. I'm sorry. He's no longer with us.
I know,
I say
right?
he's no longer with us. He's in a better place. Los Angeles.
Away from concerns.
Away from concerns.
Okay, that's what I was looking at. It's 3:27. We started at 2. So we have like another, what is that like?
Depending on if you go the full boat, another 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Then that 20 minutes goes so quick.
It does.
Wait, wow. I just heard my voice. I didn't hear it this whole time, but I just heard it now. So I think I have selective hearing.
And you selected to hear your voice that time.
I don't know. Who picks and chooses when the selection happens?
This is true. This is very, very, very true.
So next week,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if I have guests. I don't think I have guests for next week.
It's okay. We'll get some. That's the other thing is wherever you're at, even like the karaoke lounge tonight at 7:00, doors open at 6.
Yes.
You could be grabbing content.
That's what I'm
Even if it's just a couple minutes from each comedian.
I'm preserving this energy for that night, for that event.
Oh, that's good.
And then I think I need one of those like filters to help me sound louder.
So Trump can attend his son's high school graduation.
He can't?
He can't. Because he was complaining that he couldn't because they said they had court that day.
Barron
Yeah.
is graduating from high school?
I know. He was a young kid, right?
Yeah, and then he just sprouted up, got so tall.
Right.
Wow.
So anyway, I guess they're going to let him go, which is good because he was using that as, woe is me. I'm not being treated fairly. They won't even let me go to my son's graduation, which, quite honestly, would he have gone? Now he better be there.
Yeah.
Now all eyes are going to be on him being there.
With Secret Service and everything.
Right.
Because they have Secret Service for the rest of their lives, even though they're no longer president.
Right. And that cost us, I forget how much that cost us.
A lot.
Like
just a lot.
a couple $100,000 every so often. Yeah.
Politics makes me sad. I don't want to talk about
politics. I won't find politics. Sorry.
But
we're seeing a feast. Over 1,000 sea lions descend upon San Francisco.
a feast? A feast for who?
A feast for your eyes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
not for like the sharks. For
sharks.
It's a feast.
Come on, whales. They're all here.
Kitty.
There are whales that migrate through there, right?
Yes. We had a humpback whale for a while.
I remember that growing up in the city, and then it's like there is a whale sighting.
Yep.
Or a beached whale or something.
And every time that's the old joke. Every time I would lie on the beach, they kept rolling me back into the water. Stop it. Let me see here. I'm trying to find something that's not
politics.
Politics, right?
It's
all politics. It's all. I mean, even
2024. It's an election year. No, wait.
2024 is an election year. Okay. It's in November.
And
that's why they're saying they better get these court cases done for you know who.
That's why it's all lined up with okay. So I met some people from Florida. I mean, a guy from Florida last night at the Mint Karaoke Lounge.
Okay.
And he's like, wow, it's really different here in San Francisco. And I'm like, I guess as opposed to Florida, San Francisco is starkly different.
Oh yeah.
He was like, there's a guy doing crack outside the lounge. And I was like, yep, that happens.
Yeah, no. If it had been Florida, it would have been bath salt.
Well, and then people get strong on bath salts. On crack, they just kind of like get cracked out. They're not fast
That's
enough.
when they
to-
were like people were turning into zombies.
Yeah, they were, and they would have like strength. But
Yeah, because I remember the one person they had to take down in Florida. Something about he literally was jumping walls like he was like parkouring it, but he was just.
I was just like, what the hell are these bath salts? And then I would use like Epsom salt, but it's not the same thing.
It's really not.
No.
really not.
No. But yeah, okay, so talking to this young man from Florida, he's like, it's really different here in San Francisco. And I'm like, they should come with a warning, because it's not safe to be too complacent. One, you might accidentally step on shit when you're walking on the street.
This is true.
Yeah, but it should come with
Yeah,
warnings
shit.
like be aware of your pathway.
Right.
You definitely keep your head on a swivel, but also like a swivel on the ground too, because there's shit all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's in bags too, but it's still shit.
Oh, just so bad. And we started off the show with
Oh
shit.
my God, I'm sorry.
We started off the show with shit.
It's because I'm in a shitty mood.
I'm in a shitty mood, so I'm talking about that.
I gotta shit that all out.
So when I look up weird news, the first thing that pops up is Galena, which is the missing cat. Yeah.
I guess, dehydrated, but okay.
Man arrested after allegedly kicking a bison
Bison.
after getting injured in Yellowstone.
Oh, okay. So he was horse playing with the bison and he got in trouble for it.
Yeah, and then the bison hit him, and then he kicked it or whatever.
But the guy got cited for it or fined.
Oh yeah, he got
Because there's signs like don't.
man
touch.
arrested. He was arrested for kicking a bison and getting injured in Yellowstone.
That sucks. So he's in like custody, injured.
Uh huh.
Wow.
Strange blob-like sea creatures washing ashore across Southern California coast.
What is it?
What is it?
It's just jellyfish.
Is it jellyfish?
I don't know.
Strange like, blob-like, sea-like. Could they use the word like anymore? It is. KTLA reports bizarre sea creatures that resemble jellyfish have returned to Southern California waters a year after millions were spotted between Ventura and San Diego counties and beyond.
Whenever stuff like that happens, damn, it just makes you wonder like what caused it.
Oh yeah, is this the end of days? Is
Oh,
this
God.
the locust? Is this the thing we've been waiting for?
All of that has happened. Infestations and wildfires and volcanoes and
Aren't they kind of creepy looking?
earthquakes.
They were kind of clear and iridescent. So I guess they
Jelly-like
kind of look
creatures.
like jellyfish, but you know what they look like? They look like a whole bunch of silicone breasts wash up on shore.
This is a news report. Shouldn't they have put like the specifics of what the creature was? Because
They did. So the name of the creature is called Valella, more commonly known as by the wind sailors, are an oval-shaped blobs that live on the ocean's surface, propelled by small, stiff sails that catch the wind and take them across the globe.
oh, and docked them on the
Yeah, but it literally looks like somebody had
took a whole bunch.
and part of them look literally like silicone breasts, and then the other, because they're like pouches that are clear, and then the other parts of them look like they're mussels, like they're like seaweed and kelp and ugh. Anyway,
I'm so sorry. I'm like,
zebras get loose near highway exit in Washington. That would be funny to see. You're driving down the freeway and is that a zebra?
and zebras are smart from what I understand.
Are
I don't
they?
know who told me that. They're like, zebras are hella smart. Like, okay, I trust that. I don't even remember who told me that.
That's what they look like, by the way. Those
The
things.
blobs, yeah, no. It's making my stomach hurt.
The blobs or
Yeah,
the
the side of
zebras
the-
getting loose near a highway.
No, the side of the
Gallop into
blob.
Washington community before most are controlled. It says most are controlled.
How many?
There were 4 zebras got loose from a trailer.
That's still more than more than enough. You know what it is?
Huh.
Acupuncture.
That you really still believe all that? Yeah, sure.
You,
I know. I agree with you. I mean, you know better than I do. And then is it happening just hours after your treatments?
it not just
Does it
hours, but
intensify
for
or-
days.
Really?
For days, for like the week from the first time. I've only gotten more and more relaxed, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a whole new level of relax I don't understand. And I'm like, but it makes me not want to feel like putting effort into things, but also it's just a lot of things are stressing me the fuck out.
So you just don't have the energy?
And ADHD sucks too. So my
And
brain
you
is
don't
like
do
this,
caffeine,
this,
do
this,
you?
this. I do caffeine, but I don't.
Well, how do
I'm
you
not
do
dedicated.
caffeine? Do you drink coffee or tea, or do you drink soda? What's your caffeine choice?
Maybe like a Red Bull.
Okay, so yeah,
I need a Red Bull.
you need a jolt. Okay, gotcha. So have you done that lately? Has that helped at all?
No, I think I'm gonna do that, and that's probably gonna be like Red Bull gives me wings. There's that person that we needed earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna wake up. Or
Right.
maybe I'm gonna take a nap though. I'm gonna take a nap after this. That's for sure.
Cool. We
Okay.
we have a sleeping den.
I'm gonna just.
I have a pull-out futon.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to the Mint. Like I'm scheduled to work
The
early,
casting.
but
futon.
early,
Sorry.
and then just they'll see me sleeping in a corner.
Okay, so here's something I always thought about doing, and I've done it actually in one portion or another. Carpool violator busted in California with a what they call quote unquote next level dummy. So this person using a dummy to drive in the carpool lane is an old truck that law enforcement is well aware of, but this time that didn't stop the motorists in Southern California from trying it anyway. Look at him. We've got to give it to them, the appearance of this next level modeling. But at the end of the day, the plastic is plastic, the California Highway Patrol said on an Instagram. But literally, look at that person. Oh my gosh. So the CHP officer in Santa Fe Springs actually stopped the vehicle for crossing a solid double lines before realizing the driver and their plastic friend were just only
Okay.
occupants.
So when people do things that they're not supposed to do, they anticipate that they're not going to get caught doing it because they're not doing stupid shit. But when you're doing that for so long, at some point you're going to do something stupid like that. He got pulled over.
And there's no way of talking your way out. I mean,
No.
that literally is like a rubber mannequin. The guy has a
So-
goatee and glasses and everything.
That's just double the admission of being guilty. I mean, like that thing didn't just end up there on its own. You freaking put it there.
And it was to defraud. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just transporting this, and this just seems like the smartest place to put it.
Okay. So you know how I was talking about like some people don't know that they're doing bad things until like they don't know that they're doing the things that are bad, right? I didn't mention that when the plumber came and they pumped the toilet, I told the plumber, I was like, I've been throwing Q-tips in there.
And that's not good.
That's definitely not good. But it didn't occur to me that it was not good until I had to fucking deal with a clogged toilet. And I'm like, oh my God, this whole motherfucking time, I'm not fucking thinking that Q-tip is causing it to clog, because I'm thinking it's just going away. And anyways,
I have a story, but I'm not going to share it. I'll share it after the show. But yeah, I had someone using my facilities, and they all of a sudden it backed up and it backed into our apartment. It backed into the one next to us.
oh God.
And they're like, hey, do you know what's going on? I go, no, I haven't even used it. But yeah, somebody had used it and had put things down it they shouldn't have.
Like what? Not Q-tips, but
No, not Q-tips.
What? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Maybe
It
not.
was women stuff,
Oh yeah. No.
right? And then I went to the person and said, hey, by any chance, did you? And they said, no, I don't do that. And I go, good, because you're not supposed to. And then, of course, I got a picture. Here, look. Look what we found.
So that's why I told the plumber, and it was a hard truth to come up with, but I was like, if I'm woman enough to pay my portion of this bill, I am woman enough to admit that I was the one who put in those Q-tips, and I'm sorry, I'll never do it again.
It'll never, ever happen again.
I didn't do it maliciously. I just absent-mindedly and very stupidly, I didn't realize I was the villain in this clogging of toilets. But so with this guy driving around with a dummy, he thinks it's innocent until it's no longer innocent. Until he gets caught with it.
Right.
Kind of like me with the Q-tip.
Well, the Q-tips until the plumber's there?
Yeah. I didn't think about like it going into other people's apartments. Now I feel even worse. But I'm sorry, guys. I won't do it again. See, that's what I was.
Why do elephant? Now there's an escaped elephant.
I don't know.
Animals are even going crazy? They're escaping.
Well, everybody
Fight
wants
or
to be
flight.
free.
Fight or flight.
Everybody wants to be free from fight or flight.
That's it. All right, so we don't know what we're doing next week, but we know what we're doing this week. This week, we're doing the comedy takeover. That's right. This is the third time I'm reading this. The Mint Karaoke Lounge tonight, April 30th. And of course, I forgot to mention that karaoke is to follow. But anyway, 7 o'clock show. Doors open at 6, 2-drink minimum. It's the Mint Karaoke Lounge for the comedy takeover, 1942 Market Street here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then karaoke to follow.
Oh my God. What if like acupuncture makes me not want to deal with people anymore? And then I just stay home and don't do anything because I feel like that's what's happening. Like I'm slowly just wanting to not do anything anymore.
If acupuncture is doing this to you, if you really think it's really taking away, that's like, at one point I was taking mental health meds and it was doing the wrong thing. And they said, well, you got to give it a little bit of time for your body to acclimate, which I did.
And then
Still
still
didn't do
doing, yeah, still doing what it was doing, like
Right.
kind of dulling your senses, right?
Right. Or, yeah, it was dulling my senses. As a comedian, it gave me no juxtaposition to anything.
Oh my God.
And so you're supposed to be able to go up and go, you know what pisses me off? Airline food or whatever, right? And so I had no juxtaposition of anything. They'd be like, hey, how's it going? I'd be like, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
I don't want to talk about it.
Or I just don't care. I was indifferent to everything. And there was no, I had no opinion. What do you think of what? I don't know. I don't care.
But I mean, like, if somebody was struggling in front of me, I'd fucking pucker up and be like, I want to help you. I can't even help myself. But I'm actually trying to wrap this up because
Yes,
I feel
let's
like
wrap
it's
it.
time to wrap it up. The next show is gonna be next Tuesday. I'm gonna keep on trying to go. I am. I'm just
You're going to keep trying to go to acupuncture?
no do my Tuesday podcast.
Well, I hope so.
Because I didn't think this far ahead, actually accomplishing the divorce itself. So like it's just everything's coming to a head.
It just kind of drains you a lot.
It really does. And I wanted to show this. I wonder what it shows.
Oh, it's a little. Oh, here.
Does it
Let's
show
show
it?
it. Let's show on. Do you see
Oh.
that camera up there? Let's go to this camera.
Let me show you what I have. I'm gonna show. This was like so fascinating.
Okay, get closer. Ooh, it projects.
Yeah, it does. And it doubles as a light so I can signal to the comedians.
So
it's
you're gonna
time.
project. That's funny.
Yes. Anyways, I don't know. It's the other, not Daiso, but the other Oriental store, Asian store. Damn.
All right, so we don't know what we're doing next week, but we're doing it next week. Tonight we got the comedy takeover. Do we have any questions from anybody out there in
No.
that land? I'm looking to see.
Just Ashley saying that she good.
Nope, I don't see any questions other than what Ashley did.
That's hilarious.
So, we good?
Yeah, we are good.
We all good. All right, you guys.
I'm JoMama. He's Paul Brombaugh. Good night.
And you guys have been awesome. See you tonight at the Mint.
Hopefully.